These two countries fascinate me. They make me feel proud of them, and it's important we throw more light on them. Ladies and gentlemen, Botswana and Namibia is my topic in this episode, and I want to juxtapose them with West African countries and allow you, ladies and gentlemen, to determine what's happening in terms of quality of lives of people living in these two countries and in West Africa. Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Cyrus from Ghana, and welcome to my channel. Be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell for more of my content. So these two neighboring countries don't have a large population. We know that. They don't have a large economy like in other West African countries. We get that. But they have big lands and wise leadership. Botswana's GDP is a little over $22 billion, and Namibia's is a little over $12 billion. We understand that. They have populations of 3 million plus in Namibia and 2.7 million plus in Botswana. We get that. But I repeat, they have quality leadership, or at least they have way better leadership than we have in this part of Africa. And I want you to get this straight. It's not about the small size of their population that makes them look or have such a quality of life and a higher GDP per capita, but because of good management of their countries. We also used to be small, ladies and gentlemen. And what did we do with it? What did we do with our small population? Before Ghana became 33 million, we were 5 million and 10 million. Same applies to Nigeria and all the so-called populated countries, ladies and gentlemen. They were one time small. What did we do with our small population? And even if you still argue that the population sizes cannot be compared, my next question to you is this. Are you really big? Think about it. Nigeria is 232 million people and poor. China is 1.3 billion people and rich. How do you explain that if not for failed leadership? The bigger should be better instead, in my opinion. Bigger engines make faster cars. Bigger companies make bigger revenue. But when you fail as a people, now you want everyone to believe that bigger population is a hindrance? How so? Brazil and Nigeria share similar population. So how do you explain the disparity between the two economies? If you also say that Brazil gained independence way earlier than Nigeria, then I'll ask you this other question. How about South Korea and Malaysia and Vietnam, who even went to war with the USA? Listen, this continent and the people are so full of excuses, it is sometimes disturbing. You are quick to defend and explain why these smaller countries cannot be compared with our countries, but you lack the effort to demand accountability from your own leadership. Is it because you are part of the problem? Is it because you are enjoying on the blind side of the regular people? Is that the case? I'm told Botswana has a certain program to grant lands to its citizens when you apply at a certain age. They go to school free. They get paid to attend university, get free lands, get paid to plow the land, and you honestly believe if your country were their size, it would be the same? I promise you this, it wouldn't, ladies and gentlemen, because our fundamentals are weak. He who cannot manage small things cannot manage big things. Don't you know this already? The resources in one region in Ghana can be developed to take care of the whole population in Ghana. But politicians want you to believe that that's not the case. What's stopping Nigeria from growing $1 trillion economy after 64 years of independence? You need to answer that and make it make sense, ladies and gentlemen. How often do you see people from Namibia and Botswana and South Africa in your country? If not for a company that may have sent them there, or their country's consulate people, or for the purpose of marriage, ladies and gentlemen, would you ever see them in your streets? But go to their countries and in their streets and see how Nigerians, Ghanaians, Nigerians, Malians are trying so hard to make a permanent stay for themselves there through all manner of means, ladies and gentlemen. Aren't we tired as a people that nobody is chasing us out, but we are constantly running, and we are running from where all the resources are abundant to go fight over the meager resources they have there? You think they will always welcome you happily, ladies and gentlemen? We have to be honest to ourselves. How about going home to make your own home attractive? Togo is a small population and a small country, but broke. Benin is broke. Explain that to me. Let me share this other story of when I met people from Botswana in school in Malaysia. When we first started mingling with them in school, we were quick, and I mean West Africans were quick to learn about what their passports offered them when they themselves, the people, didn't even know or care about. Around 2007, if I'm not mistaken, we learned they had a free visa to Canada and the UK. And guess what we Ghanaians and Nigerians were trying to do? How do we get your passport? We were asking them. We were asking them all manner of questions, and these people had no answers. They have never thought about it. How can we buy your country's passport? Because we thought it was similar to what we do in West Africa. Such a broken mindset. Always trying to be smart with some wild moves. And these Botswanans will tell us, no, in my country we just apply and it's given to you. We don't know about buying passports. They will tell us this. And when I moved to South Africa, ladies and gentlemen, same people, but this time different strategy. You hear West Africans finding ways to marry their women to get their passports so they can fly to the West easily. Only to hear you cannot become a Botswanan by marrying their women. By the way, a person from Botswana is called Botswana, for those who don't know. We heard you don't become a citizen by marrying a Botswana woman unless a Botswana man married a foreigner. I can't confirm if that is true at this point, but that was the understanding we had back in the day. Such a bunch of crafty people who don't use their craftiness to develop their homes. Everything is by connection in this part of Africa. Who you know, middlemen are a big part of our society. And so when you go to a country where the system works, we start to complain because we are not used to it. All we do is cut corners all the time. People are not used to following in the queue. So prices are inflated left, right, center. Listen, when most West Africans begin to know how different life is in places like Namibia and Botswana, you find us all over the place in their streets. I'm telling you this. Now, talking about Namibia, do you know that Namibia passport holders are visa free to Hong Kong and Macau? I had to mention this because these countries used to be visa free to West African passport holders until we flooded the place in Macau and Hong Kong with all manner of nuisance and had our visa status revoked. Go find out how many Namibians are running to these two countries. Very small. It's just about time, ladies and gentlemen, we all start working on what we have. This idea of running and looking for greener pastures every time isn't sustainable. What is sustainable is to improve and develop where you are and have others visit you. Let me end here for now and come your way again in the next one. Be sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell for more of my contents. God bless you. God bless Africa. And it's bye-bye for now.